Very, very large damage to the driver's side.
You're going like 100, 110.
It's obvious to me that he has been drinking this evening. He's not standing straight, he's not walking straight, and he smells of alcohol.
You're gonna have to take a look at the car because it looks pretty bad.
Running Delta for multi-vehicle NBC. Multiple patients on scene, one vehicle rolled.
10-4.
We have multiple people. Probably be like the second or third car in. We should have triage complete by the time we get there.
We arrive on scene and see 3 significantly damaged vehicles. That tells me there's a high force of impact.
Right here. You can't miss this.
We're the second ambulance on scene. Our job is to communicate with that first ambulance, find out who is most sick, and transport that patient first.
We're gonna dump beds and you're gonna take my tickets, okay?
Okay. Is he on your bed already?
Yeah, we're just packaging him right now. If he was the driver, we had 5 people in this car. Yeah, they're doing the front, 3 in the back.
PTOH?
Driver's the worst. They're doing in excess of 100 when they hit the car.
100?
Yeah, you're gonna have to take a look at the car because it looks pretty bad.
The dangers of this are astronomical. 5 people in this car, traveling in excess of double the speed limit.
This is the driver. Very, very large damage to the driver's side.
12 to 18 inches intrusion on his A-post.
You're going like 100, 110. ETOH, we don't know.
Admitted ETOH.
ETOH is simply the medical term for intoxication.
It's hard to imagine that this young, inexperienced driver is traveling over 100 kilometers an hour down a residential street.
This was a parked vehicle.
Yeah. He's probably going over 100. He lost control and then started to fishtail, and then I just saw the one side come up, and then he made contact with the 2 vehicles that were there.
Do you remember the whole accident?
I do.
There's no periods where you're kind of foggy?
All I remember is hitting it and flying around the car.
Did he climb out of here?
Yeah.
He was sitting here, leaning against the car.
Other patients are being assessed, and there are some very young teenagers involved.
So the girl in the blanket didn't want...
No, Dad's gonna take her.
Yeah.
Coming home from work, driving this way, and this car went zooming by us.
Turns out this witness got a bit of a surprise.
But your daughter was...
In the car.
Okay. It's not a good night.
No, it's not the night I was planning on having.
No.
Every paramedic who's shown up to a call that has much less extensive damage, but much greater injuries. So the fact that these patients walked away is almost a miracle.
In excess of 100 hit this parked car.
100?
Regarding the intoxicated male at the start of the night who crashed into the parked cars,
You're going like 100, 110.
he was transported to hospital, treated for minor injuries, and later released into police custody.
So the girl in the blanket didn't want...
No, Dad's gonna take her.
The 4 remaining passengers in the car were also transported, treated for minor injuries, and later released.
Houston 1936. You're responding Bravo. Truck versus tree. City police are en route. All other information unknown.
So just one patient in there?
Just says truck versus tree, single vehicle.
The report is that nobody's exited the vehicle, so good chance that somebody's unconscious inside the truck.
Jesus, we're gonna hit a tree. At this point, we're unsure of why this gentleman crashed into the tree. He could have underlying medical conditions such as diabetes, or he could just be intoxicated.
Right here. He definitely hit a tree.
You're like fighting with him.
Yeah. When we approach the vehicle, we see 2 police officers in the cab of the truck with a semi-conscious male. What do you guys have here? Has he been talking to you?
No, we have.
No.
So Callie, there's no real impact here. It looks like he just kind of rolled up on it against the tree.
Can you talk to the paramedics? Tell me your name. Can you? Hey. Just relax, just... All of a sudden, the patient wakes up agitated. They almost kicked me. Of course, I don't like it when patients kick me, but a lot of times they don't really know what they're doing. 4.8 is his blood sugar.
So probably normal, eh?
So that's pretty normal. He smells of alcohol.
Drinking tonight?
just kind of drifted into that tree.
Slowly, you didn't hear him coming anywhere. Just slowly, like, just drifted.
Police are having to hold him down inside the car. It doesn't seem like he's really cooperating or coherent enough, but can't get anywhere close to him because he keeps threatening violence.
Well, so we're thinking he's just intoxicated.
We're pretty sure this patient doesn't have any injuries.
Yeah, have a seat.
But we're still gonna take him to the back of the ambulance and do a head to toe. Can you tell me what happened tonight?
There you go, just like that. Hands in. Keep him close. Yeah, he was slouched over, like I was banging on the window and he was all slow.
Slouched over to the passenger side?
Yeah.
You don't feel any sign of trauma on him?
No, there's not a scratch.
There's no alcohol evidence in the truck, but you can kind of smell it just from him being in there.
I think this guy's very lucky. I think the community's very lucky. He's pretty intoxicated. So the fact that nobody got hurt, nobody's injured, and there's no real damage to any, properties, houses, other vehicles.
Hang on that yellow bar.
Is pretty miraculous in itself. So kind of a rough call with a happy ending.
Base to 67, respond Bravo to the intersection of 20th Street and 1st Avenue. Responding Bravo for a 2-vehicle MVC called into us by fire.
We're going to a car crash.
Go to the right. 1967's on 2.
Reading all the information off of the computer system as it's coming in.
Okay.
We know there's a car accident. We know there's at least 2 vehicles. We don't know the number of patients that we're going to.
3 cars here.
3 cars?
I can see them right here.
Fire's on scene already. Police are on scene already.
Two vehicles, that's it? Okay.
She was the driver, sorry.
Which car were you in?
Nurse, so I'm just here checking out.
The silver car?
You're this here?
Yeah.
This is your blue car?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
I think I just got scraped. I'm just in shock right now.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just like my knees and my arm just got scraped.
So what happened?
I'm going this way.
Okay.
And they came across and...
When I touch your neck, does that hurt anywhere in there? Look to your left now.
You can have injuries that you don't know about until the adrenaline rush leaves and you have time to process the whole event.
How are you doing?
A little pain over here.
A little bit of pain over there?
Does that hurt anywhere in there?
No.
Take a deep breath.
Did you want us to check you out a little more? You're good? Okay. Take care.
So what happened?
I looked down when I was trying to find directions to something, and I was looking at the map, and I wasn't paying attention, and I think it was red, I think, and I'm pretty sure I just hit them.
By the time we got here, both were out walking around outside the vehicle, and just gonna check them out in the back, check their vitals, and most likely they'll be on their way.
This accident could have been a lot worse. All people involved were very lucky.
All the cars did exactly what they're supposed to do. Crumple zones all worked, airbags went off where they were supposed to. So yeah, no one was hurt.
Look at the airbags that went off.
This car accident shows the importance of paying attention while you're driving.
Stinky airbags.
Eyes up, looking at the road.
Smell that? Oh, stinky.
Don't look at your phone. Make sure that you are aware of what you are doing and what everyone is doing around you.
Hey, there's another call. Let's go.
This seems bizarre, eh?
20th and P?
That's right up here.
Because this is such a high foot traffic area, I'm concerned that a pedestrian may have been hit.
So the first thing I noticed when we're pulling up to this scene is that there's multiple vehicles involved, lots of damage to the vehicles, high traffic area, so our scene safety is very important on this call.
This is the driver.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm the driver.
Are you hurt at all?
Good luck hurt?
Do you want to be checked out by EMS?
No, I'm fine.
It's obvious to me that he has been drinking this evening. He's slurring his speech, he's not standing straight, he's not walking straight, and he smells of alcohol.
You told me you had one.
2. I'll tell you I had 1. I told you I had 2.
What happened, do you know?
He was from there when he hit my car.
Did you?
I don't know why he hit my car because we are on the stoplight, so I don't know what's happened.
Okay, your neck doesn't hurt or anything?
No.
This patient is very lucky that he didn't hurt himself or kill himself or somebody else.
Yeah, it's gone.
Often in a call where a drunk driver hits a vehicle, it's the person that they hit that ends up getting injured or killed. And unfortunately, that person that was drunk and made that horrible decision gets to live with that for the rest of their life.
Base to 28. The responding Bravo for a 20-year-old male. He has a dog bite. We'll be looking for city police. They're on scene near Circle and Faithful.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. It's the police. There's the police up there.
What happened? He went right over the guardrail and ran into that pole right there. And then I'm assuming that he fled.
When I hear a canine dog bite come in over the radio, I always assume the worst. A lot of times it will depend on how compliant the suspect is. If they kept running and resisted the dog, sometimes the injuries can be very serious.
Okay, just right here on the elbow. That's what we're dealing with. Oh, not a full puncture or anything like that, partial on here, but...
It looks very superficial, but you have to really examine it to see if it goes into the muscle at all, because an average police dog could easily rip the muscles from your bones.
Is it pretty tender to touch, like, the whole arm? Yeah? Right. Yeah, it's a pretty small puncture.
It's probably more just painful as heck, but maybe don't crash a stolen car into a light post and the dogs won't chase you.
Did you get knocked out when this happened? No?
We aren't biased when we're treating patients. We are removed from the legalities of the situations our patients are involved in.
Are you hurt anywhere else other than in your arm? Didn't get your legs or anything like that?
So I'm treating this person the same as I would my brother or a sister.
You might even just need a steri strip.
Perpetrator was involved in some rather serious crimes. The fact that he is walking away relatively unscathed speaks volumes of the police for their use of professionalism and restraint when it comes to taking down a perpetrator.
Did you see that crash though? It's pretty juicy.
If I could stop yawning for 5 seconds. Went right over the guardrail and ran into that pole right there.
We have a really good relationship with police, and a lot of times they like us to treat their suspects medically before they go to jail.
Pretty tender to touch, like the whole arm?
Guilty, innocent, we treat everybody with the best care possible.